Hello Summoners, welcome back to another tier list subject for the month of June. In this one we have two new characters coming in, Hulkling and Wiccan, and two buffs as well, Deadpool X-Force and Yondu. Before we start, let me just scroll down the list so you can have a look. If you want to take a look at this tier list for yourself, the link to it will be in the description and also the pinned comment. I will make this quick. Let's talk about Deadpool X-Force. So he's a character who I couldn't make a video on his buff because I didn't have him as a 5 or 6 star, which is very surprising because I have been playing this game for a very long time and he has been in the game for a very long time. But he used to be the worst mutant champion in the entire game and in this particular tier, and now he's here. And you can probably see that he's not particularly high even after his buff, but you cannot deny that he is much better than he used to be. And he has some new animations. He's very fun to play. He has a very unique playstyle, which kind of is surprising that even 7-ish years after the game was released, they are still capable of making these things, like these characters with their unique kits. So that is the good part about the Deadpool X-Force buff. But then here's the thing, he requires ramp up and it doesn't, like, it pays off, but it's nothing insane. It takes a while to get good damage, while in this game we have champions who can first of all get way more damage even without the ramp up, and the champions who are good, like in the higher categories who have ramp up, can go just really insane level of damage. And Deadpool X-Force, I feel, is a fun character who you should rank up if you like him, or if you don't have that many other options. He can still be very useful for you. Then if you have a growing roster, you kind of new, you pull him as a first 6 star maybe, sure, level him up, use him, but probably not. Like, mutant class is so stacked, it's really hard to recommend using resources on someone like Deadpool X-Force even now after his buff. And the other buff unfortunately hasn't been that great either, and it's Yondu. I feel like when he was released, he was never the worst character in the game or anything, or even in his class. But he was released, I think he was like a middle tier champion, and then the years went by, and from that middle tier he fell to the lower tiers of his class in the game. And now they buffed him, so they buffed him to the middle tier again. I think he's a very average-ish champion, very useful, still useful. If you pull him as a first 6 star, you can use him. If you pull him as a 5 star, you can take him to like rank 3 or something and use him. He has these uses, but at the same time there's just so many better options in my opinion, and maybe that will change. They still kind of, you have to treat the buff champions like new champions. Maybe there will be some interaction or some use for these champions in PvP or something, maybe Alliance War, and they may go higher in these tier lists in the future. We'll see. But let's talk about the new characters now. So let's talk about Wiccan first. He was released very recently, comparative to Dr. Doom, and it was really close, which a lot of people assume. This is something that I would like to talk about in the tier list, that if someone beats Doom in damage output department, then they're pretty much the same tier, which is a wrong assumption, because first of all, Dr. Doom not really known for his damage. Like, Mystic class in general, with the exception of Tigra, is really not that great in the damage output department. They are high utility champions with buff control, power control, stuff like that. Not really known for the damage output. Tigra in the right hands is obviously crazy, highest DPS Mystic champion. But Dr. Doom, again, best Mystic in the game, sure, not because of his damage output. So when someone beats him, he has been beaten a lot in damage comparisons. Even Iron Fist with synergies, actually Iron Fist with synergies might be the highest DPS Mystic in the game. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. The thing is, he did come really close. I'm not sure, I think Doom won by a second or something, but Wiccan in the damage department, very decent. Definitely not something that holds him back. Very complicated kind of his champion, slightly weird rotation, but overall pretty good. Not someone who I would use everywhere, so that is why he is a little bit down in the list. I've heard that he is kind of situational and stuff like that, which is never particularly good, but at the same time he's a good character, strong champion, good addition to the Mystic class in my opinion. Then moving on to probably the highlight of the month, which is Hulkling. I think I compared him to Gamora, but like, he's a very fun champion. He has the damage and he has a lot of buffs. He is a good Penny Parker counter, who is a common annoying defender. I think he is going to be used in a lot of areas. So overall, I think Hulkling was the best character that was released / buff this month. There are some other changes in the list. Wong kind of gone down. I think Wong was just a lot of fun with his insane power gain and regen and damage and stuff, but a lot of people have like I kind of had expectations for Wong, and I personally think that he is not as good as I had hoped he would be, or he is good in the right situation. He's just not used as much as I thought he would be. That's why he went down a little bit. And other than that, if you think there are some other characters who should go up or down, do let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always open to those comments, and if I agree, I will make the changes in the next version of this tier list. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Like this video, share with the lions, stay safe. Oh, and by the way, if you're new and do not know about these tier lists, we have some emojis here. Here are the meanings, and if you are wondering about the synergies, you can just go to this page, and I have tried to mention most of the main synergies that I've mentioned here. It doesn't consist all of them, but if you want to know about them, then do leave that in the comment section. I will answer you and also update it here. So that's one thing. We also have the DPS thing. I haven't updated this in a very long time. It's kind of a project that I started and then didn't really continue. And these are 565 champions times with synergies against Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, which I know is not the most ideal fight, especially for someone like Aegon and stuff who are ramp up champions. But anyways, it has 73 champions listed here. If you wanna take a look in the damage department, how there are some surprising champions here. Some champions who were here before the buff, like Storm. This is pre-buff Storm, Horseman Storm, but still pre-buff. So yeah, this kind of needs work even now. But yeah, here's the tier list. Again, any changes you think should be made, do let me know in the comment section. Bye bye, stay safe, have a good one. Like, share, subscribe.